money. He had power. He had respect. A beautiful house. A perfect public image. People trusted him. And yet, one night, he crossed a line no amount of money could erase. So the real question isn't what he did. The real question is, why would someone who has everything still choose to kill? Because the answer lives inside the darkest part of the human mind, the big illison. We like to believe something comforting, that money makes people happy, that power brings control, that success removes desperation. But psychology tells us something far more disturbing. For some people, money doesn't fix the mind, it exposes it. And sometimes, the more someone has, the less human they begin to feel. The psychology of enough. Here's a hard truth. The human brain is not wired for enough. When people struggle, they chase survival. When people succeed, they chase identity. And for certain personalities, especially those high in narcissism, entitlement, control, obsession, money doesn't satisfy them. It feeds them. They start believing rules are for other people. Consequences are for weaker minds. And morality becomes optional. Power changes the brain. Neuroscience studies show something chilling. When people gain power, empathy decreases, risk-taking increases, moral awareness weakens power, literally rewires the brain. That's why powerful people interrupt more, lie more easily, feel less guilt. To them, others slowly stop feeling like people and start feeling like objects. And once a human becomes an object in someone's mind, violence becomes possible. The secret emotion, boredom. This part makes people uncomfortable. Some killers weren't angry. They weren't desperate. They weren't even emotional. They were bored. Psychologists call this stimulation hunger. When life stops challenging them, when money removes obstacles, some minds crave intensity, fear, control, dominance. And for a deeply broken personality, taking a life becomes the ultimate stimulation. Why no one saw it coming? Friends always say the same thing. He was so normal. He was successful. He was kind. That's because people like this master social masking. They don't show rage. They don't explode. They calculate. They understand image, timing, perception. To the world, they look calm. Inside, they feel superior. And superiority is one of the most dangerous emotions a human can have. The moment everything breaks. Most of these crimes don't happen suddenly. They happen after. A loss of control, a challenge to ego, a threat to image. In that moment, the mind flips, not into chaos, but into cold logic. And once the brain justifies the act, crossing the line feels necessary, not evil. The real lesson. So why did he kill? Not because he lacked money, not because he lacked power, but because he lacked something far more important: limits. Money hides the cracks, power widens them, and unchecked minds become dangerous. Because the darkest minds aren't always desperate. Sometimes they're the ones who seem to have everything. If this video made you think, hit like. It tells us to make more stories like this. And if you want to understand the darkest sides of the human mind, subscribe to The Dark Minds. New stories, deeper psychology, no filters.